Hey everyone, welcome back. So let's understand what exactly is one-shot prompting. Now in one-shot prompting, what you do is you provide one example with the prompt that you are supplying to the LLM models, whether it's ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot or any other LLM model. So in one-shot prompting, you provide the task instruction, first thing. Then you give one example, what exactly should be the input and what is the expected output that you are expecting. And then you ask the model to apply that logic in the next set of input. So this is the example that I have taken here. So for example, if you see instruction, write a test case for the login feature. So this is the first thing that you provide in one-shot prompting, the instruction. Then you provide one example. So if there is one example in your prompt, that is one-shot prompting. In the example, I have clearly mentioned input, user enters correct username and password. Output should be something like TC01- verify that user is successfully logged in with valid credentials. Then I'm asking to the LLM, now write test cases for input, user enters incorrect password. So this is the thing that is in yellow is the whole prompt of one-shot prompting, wherein we have the instruction, we have the example, and then asking the next set of question. And LLM will then make sure that it goes ahead and checks what format you are looking for as per the example you have provided, and it will try to figure out and provide the answer accordingly for the next question. So that is one-shot prompting. If I take an analogy, consider this as the prompting. Say for example, a new person, a new tester joins within your team. Now that new person will be more clear if you provide them, say for example, you want to write them set of test cases. So if you walk them through a test case and walk them through how the input and output should be, how the naming convention should be, if you show them one example and then you ask, write next set of test cases following similar example. So that's how you are teaching LLM as well. You are providing the example. It's kind of a new person joining into your team. You are asking, create next set of test cases in similar format. So that's the analogy that you can remember to understand one-shot prompting, wherein you will have one example. One shot, one example. Zero shot, no examples. Okay. So that's what the one-shot prompting is. Then if you think about the next set of things, why exactly it will be useful and where it is useful. So this prompting is useful when you have limited set of data. So for example, you have the LLM model, but your LLM model or your organization has limited data set. In that particular case, your LLM is not having massive data set within your organization that it can be trained upon. So in that case, you do not have massive test case repository wherein you can train the existing LLM model. So you will then in that case provide the example, and LLM will then, based on its prior learning, will be able to provide answer based on the examples that you provide. So wherever there is limited data, this prompting will be really helpful and provide you better results and outcome. Now some of the limitations, sometimes there will be hallucinations wherein it won't be able to provide or might not be able to handle the complex or edge cases. Then the quality of the output that you are looking for depends on how good your example is. So if your example, your input and output is very clear, your output will be clearer as well. So that's another thing. Then if your instructions are not precise, you might not get clear answer. So the key to get better outcome with one-shot prompting is that your prompt is clear, has better example, has precise instructions, and then you keep the format consistent. When you provide the example, you keep that format consistent, and then you also go ahead and test and tweak things accordingly as per the outcome that you are getting. Right. So this is basically what one-shot prompting is. And now let's go ahead to ChatGPT and see what or how this will be answering, or based on this instruction, how you will get the answer. So let me open ChatGPT and I'll go ahead and paste this same prompt. So I'm saying write a test case for the login feature, providing the example, input and output. Now in the next case, I should be expecting an output with TC0, the same convention, basically the same convention of the naming of the test case, and accordingly what should happen in the incorrect password case. So let's see what it answers. So you'll see the output. We have provided the input. User enters incorrect password. The output TC02, right? So I provided the format and it has picked up the format accordingly based on that example. Verified that the system displays an error message and does not allow login when incorrect password is entered. Now, because these large language models are already trained on huge amount of data, so you'll see that these simple test cases, because already over the internet there is huge amount of test data and data already present, like Wikipedia, blogs, videos, all of that is already there. So that is why it is able to figure out any module that you ask. You will be able to see the common test cases and scenarios. It will be able to answer pretty efficiently. And now it's your job to basically how you are going to make use of it to fill the gaps and make your testing more effective and put your effort as a tester, as a thinker, put your effort into more useful places and get the repetitive work and the work that you can do easily with AI models. So getting that work done from the AI models will help you to be more efficient and effective. So that's the one-shot prompt technique. The key thing to remember, if there is one example, if there is an instruction, one example, it's one-shot prompt. If no example, zero shot. Alright, so that's all for this video. In the next video, I'll cover another prompting technique, which is few shots prompting. Thank you. See you in the next one.